Okay, so this is what we should look like when we're all done. Nice shiny burrs. I didn't really show it, but you do want to make sure that you can kind of see right through there. You want to gently knock any loose old coffee out of this chute as well. You can see it right kind of there is where the coffee feeds out into the chute. There's a little feed area right in the front of the grinder, right behind where this static flat goes. But this is what we look like, nice and clean. So we're going to put everything back together at this point. So we want to start with our anti-static flap. Remember that the metal is going to go on the back towards the grinder. The plastic will be on the front so it can flap open. So that'll go, it should just drop into place basically, those two pieces there. If you're vacuuming around here, don't vacuum out these little guys. These are actual springs in place, so just make sure you're inside this area and not vacuuming out here, sucking up any little parts. But we've got the anti-static flap in there, so we're going to put our burr carrier very gently in here. We want it to be nice and straight and line up exactly with each of these screws. So that'll drop just right in there and then lock back into place by rotating. Should just rotate back into place here. I might need two hands to do this part. So I'm gonna put that down. Oop. I might have accidentally tightened this screw down as I was vacuuming everything out, but there we go. So got that all nice and lined up. You can see that these are all in their locked positions there. So we're just gonna gently hand tighten these down, hand tighten just until you get a little bit of tension, and then you want these to be really even tension so that the burr chamber isn't misaligned. So you can just do little like micro rotations, like less than a quarter of a rotation. It doesn't take much to tighten these down, so you just want really nice even tension across these so that everything's nice and level and parallel. Burr chamber, upper burr is locked back in place. So we're going to take this, flip this guy back over. You'll remember that this lock wants to be right near the front. So you can kind of see by looking underneath. It's a little bit hard to tell from here, but you can see those little, I don't know if I can hold this with two hands, but there's the three flaps there that need to feed into those three spots. So I'm going to put that like that, drop that in, and then you press down a little bit, I think, and have to get this locked back in place. I think it requires a little bit of compression, just evenly on the top. You can hear that click, so I'll do that again, but click. You'll see that this is lined up right here with the lock, and now you can tighten these screws back down. Tighten these, and it's similar to the other. We're not trying to over tighten anything, not going, I'm trying to just evenly tighten both sides as we go. Okay. And all right, so everything looks good, nice and flush. You can see right here, we've got a nice even seam all the way around the top. Everything looks nice here. This is your locking screw if you want to lock in your hopper, but I typically don't because it's a real pain to get back to this hopper, and it's already locked in place with a twist lock. So I usually leave this unlocked. All right, let's put the hopper back on and grind some coffee.